Hello everyone, welcome back to Emperor's Light. It's me, Tony. I think I may be doing some channel messages for you guys this evening. Not sure if I'll be doing some tarot. I actually have a tarot deck on me. I'm like outside of my house right now, literally just past the 222 synchronicity. So I was hoping that this video would be imbued with the energies of collaboration, peace and unity. The twin flames, soulmates, that sort of thing. But I keep getting interrupted. This has been one of the most interesting days of the year. Now, I've had a lot of interesting days so far this year, but what's been going on? Like, I was literally not 5 minutes ago, I was laying down in my bed, right? About to fall asleep. And I was about to get ready to maybe pull a few cards for you guys. Now I'm outside, outside of my house, right? About to get ready to do the same thing. I kind of want to go to sleep, but I also wanted to do a tarot reading really quick. So technically it's the next day, but I really wanted to do some tarot readings for you guys yesterday, in which I did, right? And this is like my third or fourth time trying to shoot this video at this point. But yeah, it was a very interesting reading. I uploaded a 60-second short onto my YouTube page detailing the reading that I did earlier. It was an interesting, like, 30-minute or so reading. It was extremely hot, and I was out in the sun. Like, I'm talking about in full sweat. Like, I had to change my shirt a couple times because it was so sweaty. It was so hot today. So yeah, you'll find that short on my YouTube channel. Basically took all the major arcanas and try to give you a best description of what the reading was talking about. But yeah, again, it was probably one of the most interesting readings I've done since doing tarot, at least this year so far. And I didn't even save it. My phone just shut off due to the heat, and it didn't even save the video, which is crazy. So now all I have is the memories of that reading. Now, even in that reading, it detailed and foretold things that I was going to see throughout the day. So I actually ended up sitting in the graveyard today, per the reading. But going even further, I just had a visionary stream of consciousness not too long ago about the Two of Cups, which is like friendships and that sort of thing. And the Lover's card, which is the soulmate card. And I literally just took a picture of a white cat during the 222. Yeah, man, it's a lot of strange stuff going on right now. So yeah, this is just basically me detailing. This is like another story. But I'll be pulling some cards before I end the video. Pulling some cards out in the middle of the night outside my house. Like, I guess it shouldn't be so weird because I literally did readings for a year, 2 years out in nature, out in the park, right? Out in the city and things like that. This is just another time, another place for me to do readings, right? Won't become a regular thing. But yeah, the reading, it was heavy on discernment. Like, every time I channeled a message, it went right back to discernment. And how I feel about discernment is it's basically knowledge and wisdom, right? It's intelligence. It's the way we use our mind. It's the way we communicate, right? Our words, all that type of stuff, our thoughts. And with that, right, the more you know about something, the more intelligent, and this is like another thing, the smarter you are, the more you can cut down time, right? But yeah, the reading was interesting. It talked about like I think the King of Swords showed up in the reading. But it talked about like women who were being told that they were never gonna have children and things like that, and this is an opportunity for like them to become a woman. Like, it was giving off heavy Philosopher's Stone vibes. I even just uploaded on my community tab. I wrote something down basically, or I was getting like Philosopher's Stone vibes like an hour or 2 hours ago. So, and that's what the reading was talking about. It was like, oh, someone's gonna have some big aha moment. Like again, check the short. I talked about the someone being, because it was like I wanted to do something different today, and it was like what blessings the spirit had for you or have coming towards you, right? Again, that would be like a mother that's being told that she'll never be able to have children, and what the heck is that? Oh, it's not a full moon. And somehow she has kids. Like I explained about one of my aunts who was like in her 40s. She was pushing 40, and the doctors or the medical folk, right, they told her that she would never be able to have kids, and then voila, her first child or children were a set of twins, right? Yeah, and it talked about somebody having a super aha moment, like some sort of, I'm not sure if it's ancestral wisdom or some sort of an angelic intelligence or something like that, which is, when I think about it, that's me having a deep thought an hour, 2 hours ago when it comes to the Philosopher's Stone. But even in that short, I talked about it. I talked about someone becoming a mother. And it's more than just these couple things I was talking about. Like, it was a very interesting reading, yo. Also, like some sort of a heirloom or gift, travel, and then yeah, some sort of a wisdom, like an aha moment, some kind of a, I don't know if it was like a heirloom or something like that. But yeah, so it was a very powerful reading, to say the least, right? Yeah, I didn't intend for it to be a zodiac reading. I didn't intend for it to be a twin flame reading. I just do these every once in a while. I just do random readings and see what the cards say. And man, it was quite interesting. Yeah. So I do want to pull some cards while I'm out here. Again, I don't want to be doing any readings during the witching hour or too late. That's when all the spookiness and all the craziness. It wasn't even just that tarot reading. It was all types of weird stuff happening today. I turned my light off and it just came back on. I was trying to take a nap at like 6 or 7 or something like that earlier. And I turned the freaking light off in my room and it just turned back on by itself. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see. Let's pull some tarot really quickly. So I guess this is like a brief story time / tarot reading. And again, I literally wanted to just do this in my bed. Like I wanted to be in my bed doing this. But now I'm outside, standing around like a jackass. Nah. Let's see. So I have my do-it-yourself tarot deck. My pride and joy. All right. Yeah, I was channeling like Chris Ann earlier, right? And I'm kind of taking her route. Like, she's an independent spiritualist, right? She created the Lightseers Tarot deck, the Muse Tarot deck, the Creature, I forgot what it's called. She even created her own Oracle deck. Like, the reading literally talked about so much, and it went back again to, it talked about discernment. It talked about, what I got from it was Philosopher's Stone vibes. And then it was if it wasn't like a mother having a child, which I think that was something that somebody's having a child here. You know what it was? It was, so what I was thinking, what happened was, you know the story of the Nephilim, right? The angels came down and they took on mortal wives, right? Human wives, and they had children, and that's what created Nephilim and things like that. So I started to this aha moment that I was having, right? Discernment. It was so it was like, okay, so what if two angels actually had children together? Like, what would that create? Or like, what would that being be called? Here we have the train coming, the chariot. So that was another thought that I was having. So I don't know if there's a child on the way between two star seeds. You know, that this is the time in our world where old systems are dying out. we're at the time in the season where like old systems are dying out and new, like, I guess new people or new energies are coming into existence. Like me myself, I consider myself an earth angel, 1010 on the timer. So it's like, okay, if I come into union with my divine counterpart, what type of child would that make, right? I talked about this in the past in simple jokes, right? If a smart woman gets with a dumb man, she gets marriage. Or if a smart man gets with a dumb woman, it's just gonna make a child, right? And if we have two idiots getting together, it's just gonna be a horrible situation. And then if you have two people that actually know what they're doing, right? Two geniuses getting together, it's probably gonna create a very prosperous union, right? So then I started thinking about this child, right? We call them indigo starseeds or whatever the case may be. And I don't even know who's listening to this message, but I'll continue. So yeah, that was kind of like my line of thinking. Like there's a baby on the way, or there's a baby incubating somewhere, right? I don't know if it's just in a thought or someone's literally pregnant right now. Like if there was a woman that had, like, I don't know, something happened to her sex organs, or again, she was diagnosed, or someone told her that she was never going to have children. And it was even like women thinking about how they're getting older. Like if I don't have a child, I'll never have a child because I'm getting older or something like that. But yeah, there's a very special baby on the way, right? If we have, at this moment in time, the world is being imbued with star seeds and indigo children, right? Not everybody's gonna make it. That's why when I see crazy stuff like people fighting in McDonald's, those are just the ignorant people. Like these people they know not what they do. My people die for lack of knowledge, right? Again, the reading going back to discernment. So yeah, as weird as it sounds, I mean, have we ever heard of angels getting together and creating children, right? But just to put it in mundane terms, if you have two geniuses down here on the planet Earth, right, a man and a woman, two geniuses, and they decide to have a child, what type of integrity, what type of religious standing, or what type of spiritual gifts, right, will they pass down to that child, right? So that was kind of something that was shown, like, again, like, and I'm not even saying the half of it. Like, as I was going through the reading, I was like, what the hell? Because I was able to channel the messages, but the things that I was getting, it was like, whoa, like, this is crazy, crazy, crazy. And I kept getting discernment. So finally the train passed, and I'm going to pull some cards. And yeah, so again, like with discernment, basically the way I look at discernment, it's intelligence, it's knowledge, and knowledge is power. Whatever you do with it, right, you have to, make sure that you wielding it in a proper way, right? Again, we have 1313. We have all types of problems and things in this world that can't be solved unless we have someone that has wisdom, right? Someone that has determination and discernment, right? That's what keeps us alive, right? So yeah, I'm going to pull a few messages, not too many, and see what Spirit wants to relay through the cartomancy. I'll probably end up going in the house and uploading this onto my YouTube channel. Just a random one-off. Let's see what we get here. What's the message under the moon this evening for the listening collective? What does Spirit want you to know? Because I really wanted to do a tarot reading, and I feel cheated that I did like a half-hour reading and I had nothing to upload onto my YouTube channel today. Okay, we have jumpers, we have the Ace of Bubbles, and we have the Ace of Embers. There you go, already. The Seven of Swords showed up in the reading as well. Yep. All right, so let's continue to shuffle. Yeah, this is not only a faceless reading, this is pure darkness. Right? Can you hear me? Let's see. Yeah, I talked about, was it yesterday when I ran through the zodiac in regards to tarot? Like I came across a tarot reader that she was blind and she used braille cards. So as a listener or as a watcher, right, you don't always get the full picture. Sometimes you have to use your other senses. When one sense gets taken away, it enhances the other senses. So yeah, 1515. So yeah, use your discernment. Use your mind's eye. Like pay attention to the words that I'm saying, right? Yeah. But very interesting. There was what was the movie Jim Carrey was in? A series of unfortunate events. There was even a TV show that the mother of my children was so infatuated with, but I couldn't get her to watch the movie for nothing. But yeah, let's get into the messages. I think that's enough priming for the cards. I've been shuffling, and I was shuffling for like a whole half hour before I even came out here. Just laying in the bed. All right, so grounding a message for this evening here. The witching hour fast approaching. We have the Four of Embers. Here we go. Now we already had jumpers, the Ace of Bubbles, right? Cups, and then the Ace of Embers, wands, that jumped out as I was shuffling. And now we have the Four of Embers. All right, so yeah, there's some sort of I'm getting that baby being incubated here. Ace of Bubbles is new love and it's intuition. It's a gift, right? The gift of love, a cup overflowing, right? Being able to share it with someone. Usually when you look at the Two of Cups, which I just had an aha moment not too long ago in regards to Two of Cups, and the Lover's card showing up in a reading is a twin flame divine connection to me. Yeah, in the Two of Cups, you see two people bringing their cup overflowing to each other in like a free will state of emotion to, have pleasure with each other, right? So, God, bro, are you serious? This dude is riding his bike at almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's cats everywhere. And he just ran into a tree because he was trying to text on his phone and watch me at the same time. But yeah, so two people bringing their cups together, right? And friendship, right? So yeah, we have the Four of Embers, which is the twin flame connection, right? It's a strong support system or a family or grounded structure, right? Which is what you would raise a family out of. We have the Seven of Embers, someone being very protective, right? Or being very defensive. I could also look at it as like physical maintenance. Maybe someone's like body work or something like that. I'm not talking about like surgery, but that could very well be the case for someone. The multiple stories here. Take it how it resonates, right? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You never know when you get something interesting like this showing up in your video feed. But yeah, so Seven of Embers, a defensive posture. And with the reading being grounded by the Four of Wands, it's like a protective family. And we have the Five of Bubbles, which is emotional confusion here. Could be a change up in the emotions here. We have the Ace of Bubbles, which is showing up anyways, although it showed up as a jumper, it's showing up again. So yeah, this is love coming towards you here. Again, intuition firing off. Love makes you do crazy things. The Star card, yeah, that showed up in a reading earlier as well. But we have the Star card showing up here, Aquarius, right? That's a free spirited, a free thinker. Air sign energy, could be dealing with a Libra or a Gemini as well. And then the Hanged One, Piscean energy. Yeah, so it's kind of giving off the same vibes as earlier. This could be some sort of a spiritual awakening or some sort of a bright idea. This could be like some sort of the way I'm going to say it is like some sort of an angelic truth or some sort of a divine truth here. Ace of Bubbles, the Star card, and the Hanged One. That's enlightenment. The Hanged One is Pisces. That's enlightenment, right? Being able to see something from a different perspective, right? That's even dreams. The Star card is a genius, or it's an indigo child, or a star seed, right? That's healing. And then the Ace of Bubbles, of course, is love, right? And then we just have the Seven of Embers and the Five of Bubbles. And under the deck, we have the Four of Wands. Now, I'm trying to pick up the tarot deck, but the Four of Wands is stuck to the card. Let's see what's underneath. Two of Bubbles. Wow. So the two of bubbles is showing up here, which is togetherness that someone wants to have with you, right? Friendship. Hmm. Some sort of a happy gathering. It's coming off to me. So Ace of Cups and Two of Cups, or I guess in my tarot deck it's Ace of Bubbles and then Two of Bubbles. So take that all with a grain of salt, right? 2020. Or use your discernment, like however resonates, it resonates. I mean, we had the Ace of Bubbles, the Two of Bubbles, the Four of Wands, the Star card, the Hangman, right? So this is some sort of a strong enlightenment. I don't know if someone's dreaming about a child, right? Or children or something like that. But this is definitely some sort of a safe love connection that's coming towards you, right? Trust. I'm getting trust here. So I'm not sure if someone's having a problem trusting someone. The Four of Wands symbolizes support, right? Right? Along with the Two of Cups, right? That's someone coming towards you, wanting to share in joy with you, wanting to share some sort of a connection with you here. Strong friendship. Could be a fated friendship or something like that. Now, again, even with twin flames, they usually, I mean, it does not necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, although we would like it to be, right? What do people say? Having your cake and eating it too. Yeah. What are they saying? Clueless, as if you think I'm not about to get ready to have a romantic relationship with this this person that probably sees me the same way, right? But yeah, so interesting card pull. I didn't really pull too many cards. It was just a 5-card spread, and then yeah, whatever the grounding energy was. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the non-visual storytelling this evening. Again, I'm gonna get back in the house before 3 a.m. rolls around, right? I already see cats out here. I'll probably upload this picture onto my community tab of this white cat, and it's still there. This cat's literally there. Oh, it finally got up. Is he leaving? It's stretching. And it's walking away. Finally, yep, it's walking away. So it was literally behind me the whole time I was doing this reading and talking. And now it just finally got up and walked away. It's walking towards another cat, a black and white cat. I don't know, channel messages for somebody. I don't know what has been going on today. Kind of makes me want to pull a break deck message for a little bit more clarification. So I'm getting vibes from someone. Like, you ever said in a movie, or you ever read a good book and you just wish that it would never end? Well, not that it would never end, that you just wish that it wouldn't end. Like, you're sitting there watching a good ass movie, and the movie is already like 2 hours long, right? And you're like, dang, the movie's over. I wish there was more. Or you read the book and you're like, dang, that was a good book. I wish it was more. That's the vibes I'm getting from somebody out there. So they don't want me to stop talking. I don't know if someone's listening to me while they sleep. This is a bedtime story. Okay. So we're going to pull a break deck message, 2323. A break deck message for the listeners out there. And then we'll close out the video, and I'll upload it onto my YouTube channel. All right, so what additional messages do you have for the collective? What do you need them to know at this time? Yeah, it all goes back to discernment in that interesting tarot reading that I had earlier. All right, so your break deck message is, we have the Three of Gems and the Two of Storms. So the Two of Storms is like the Two of Swords, right? You usually see on the original Rider-Waite deck, right? She's sitting down or standing up, and she has a blindfold on her face, right? And she's holding two swords, right? It usually talks about like needing to make a decision, right? Indecision or not being able to see clearly. Typically for me, it's my flight layover card. Sometimes I even see it as someone that wears glasses, But yeah, someone's either hiding the truth from themselves, like they're not being honest with themselves even, right? Because her arms are, it's not like the hangman. Like her arms are not tied and she's literally sitting there with two swords, which means she could either put those swords down and take the blindfold off or just use the swords to cut the blindfold off. So that's why I say it's someone lying to themselves, or they're not seeing the truth, or maybe the truth is going over someone's head, right? And then the other card is the Three of Gems or Pentacles, right? Which typically symbolizes, for me, it has always been a prodigy, right? Someone being mentored, because typically you'd see two people, like two older people or mentors behind someone that's chiseling at a bust, right? A young individual working hard at something, right? And we know the harder you work, the more payment you get, or the more you receive on your investment, all the way up to the Ten of Pentacles, right? So the Three of Pentacles for me would be like some sort of a it's like some sort of an intent at attempt at mastery, right? Also in some cases it's work collaborations as well, which could be like a business associate or work associate or something like that. So putting these two messages together, someone may have some sort of a fear of working with you, right? Or some sort of a fear of coming towards you in some form of a collaboration. hmm Um, I'm reiterating. See, we try to force relationships sometimes, but sometimes it's not meant to be. Like you hear the story of, dang, you don't want to mess up. Like you could very well grow up with the girl next door, the guy next door who, you might have thought about having a romantic relationship with or something like that. But why mess up a perfectly good relationship or friendship or a lifelong, connection by trying to have a romantic relationship with each other? Because as we know, people are karmic and they don't know how to break up and just be friends, right? That's what I don't like. Why can't people break up and still be cordial with each other? Why does it all of a sudden have to be World War III, World War IV once we break up? We loved each other when we was in union, right? But now that we break up, we hate each other, right? So that's the vibes that I'm getting from these last messages here. Two of Storms and the Three of Gems. So, take whatever resonates, however the message resonates for you. If you're listening to this reading while you're going to sleep, hopefully you have good dreams. 2727. I mean, Ace of Bubbles and the Hang One and the Star card did show up in the reading, right? And we know we can only really see the stars at night. So maybe this is astral travel for someone, or maybe this is a deep dream for someone, or some sort of an enlightening. What did we get in that earlier reading? We got, the Judgment. Two Earth Angels came out, the Judgment and the Temperance, right? The Temperance is Sagittarius, which is the guru or the teacher, right? Or high spiritual values and that sort of thing. And then Judgment is the universe trying to get your attention, like a motivational speaker or even self-reflection, right? But I'm rambling and rambling and rambling, and I need to get in the house. So like the video, subscribe to the channel so that we continue to grow in this message, and other messages on the channel can reach out and get out to the collector so that they can get these messages as well. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.